Hello everyone, my name is Elliot and welcome to the Elliot Show. Today we're here with...
Hello everyone, I'm Rygel.
You pronounce it Rygel, I always pronounce it as Rygel.
It's like bagel.
Are you doing okay?
Yeah, I'm doing alright, just a little nervous.
So I have some questions here for you. You don't have to be nervous, just...
It's right.
So first question that I have for you is if you could tell us a bit about yourself, your nationality, what do you do in the fandom, anything that you think we should know.
Okay, well, from nationality, I'm a little special, because first I live in Spain, okay, but my family is from Chile. But yeah, I'm born on Israel. That's quite a mixed culture, yeah. Doing an animation career, I hope someday I will do the Magical Scout Fighters show, a real show on TV. That's just something I want to do.
Are you a self-taught artist or did you get the chance to study visual arts at any point of your life? You told me just now that you were studying animation, but was art something that you taught yourself beforehand or did you take art classes in high school?
It's been like a recent thing, like lately, because it wasn't until 2016 that I actually awakened my artistic side, you know? It's like an awakening for me.
I was curious, you said that you had your awakening in 2016. Was it because of Zootopia?
No, not that kind of awakening. That was way before.
Okay.
Way before.
By this point, I think that it's safe to say that you're a very recognizable figure in the furry fandom to your unique art style and aesthetic and presence on social media like Twitter and Instagram. I was wondering how you discovered your artistic side and it took you a long time to get to the level that you are now.
Actually, I was discovering my artistic side because I actually enjoy it. Like, it's been a long path, but it was like an accident. I was accepting the things that I like not the things that people like, but something that I like, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So, to get to my level, well, it's been quite like a painful path. Like, it's like constant mistakes, but learning from them, and also inspiring myself by other artists I know from Twitter, on Instagram, or giving art.
Do you have a specific artist that you say you were influenced by during that time?
I have a big inspiration for me to like get better at my drawings. That is someone that in Twitter, like it's called Nicking Fly. I will give you the link later.
It wasn't long ago that you presented to the world your new character, Yobi, a character that you describe as being one who represents your real self the most. But before that, you used to identify yourself with another character called Rygel, which is the one that most of the people recognize you as. I was going to ask if you could tell us about Rygel and Yobi and how Yobi represents you better than Rygel.
Well, it's been like a happy accident, I will say, yeah. He has been like one character I developed like a long time ago. Right now, this form like he looks like a raccoon. Like I think just his latest form, you know. And I wanted to draw him this way, and it turns out people like him so much. So yeah. I said, why did I draw him like a little more, you know? So it's been like this like for the next 1 year and a half until I felt myself like there was something missing. Like people think like I'm Rygel, but in my mind, Rygel is like a different person because it had like its own story. Like it's quite more active, like psychotic, I will say. Like he's special. So from Yobi, like I created him just later. Well, it's me, obviously, and I wanted to make something like it has my aura, you know. Like I love Tanuki, I love forest and stuff. So I wanted to create myself like an animal that represents the forest a little more, like nature, the cuteness. That's all.
Fantasy is an element present in many of your artworks, which makes me wonder if there is any, and what are your main sources of inspiration and influences regarding your art style. And I wanted to diverge a little from artists on Twitter and go into like popular shows that you think that influence you, or stories, anything like that.
There has been like a bunch of artists a part of Naked Planet. This is like parallel, I will say that like right? Also Google King, Sweetzilla. It's a lot of big artists that inspire me a lot to make my characters different, to have them like nice colors, like a nice aesthetic. Like they really like bring me the imagination to make my characters and stuff. Also, a lot of mangas and series that you see on Cartoon Network.
Do you have like a specific manga that you think that influenced you the most?
Kaisen, for example, Chainsaw Man. Well, I will say those are my favorites. Also One Piece.
That's a long one.
Yeah, it's really good.
Your character, Rygel, is part of a webcomic that you created called Magic Scout Fighters. And this question goes a little hand in hand with a question by Celestial Arts that I think you're familiar with on Twitter. The question is, can you tell us a little bit about this comic, how it came to be, and what inspired you to do it?
To clear things out, well, Rygel, it's not from Magical Scout Fighters. It's like a little darker than that. I have my other webcomic that I have planned, which is Devil Madness. It is way edgy in that Magical Scout Fighters. For my webcomics, I will say the same as before, like mangas, but for Magical Scout Fighters, oh, well, the Steven Universe. That's a big one reference I had. Also, the Tower of God, like a webcomic from Webtoons, like just really good. I like how the narrative goes there.
I know that you're a college student, and you said before that you were studying animation, right? So you really have this perspective for your future involving animation. Is that something that you really look forward to do professionally?
Of course, like my future, like making my series and everyone watch it, like it's my dream. Like my main career, my main dream. Like I'm really focused on that.
I wish you the best luck in that. I'd love to watch
Thank you so much.
A show directed by you and drawn by you. For the next question, I want to ask you something a little bit more personal, and it is about the announcement that you did on the 30th of June of 2021, in which you came out as asexual on Twitter. And I was wondering, is this something that you knew for a long time? And if you came out also outside of the social media context, and if it was well received on both ends?
I would say my asexuality, like, it's been something that I've been, like, something secret, even, like, from really deep in me. No, like something I didn't know myself. I didn't know what it was until I researched some stuff about it. So I realized that I was asexual, because there is many things that that really makes me asexual, even though I'm pretty horny. But yeah.
Wait, you're
But,
horny right now?
Outside the social media, I will say only my friends and everyone out of my house knows about it. But my parents don't agree with that, but I'm fine with it. I will pass.
For the next question, it's something a little bit more for your fans, because I know that many of the people that might be watching this video possibly look up to you and aspire to be as good as you. And I wanted to ask you, like, what would be the best advice that you could give a young beginner artist that might be watching this video right now?
Okay, my main advice is like you look up to like really pro artists and you get to them. Like try to be like them, try to do what they do, like always, every day. Even if you fail, you always have to try, you know? It's like a constant path, like mistake, learning. It won't be good the first time, even the 1000th time. Like, me, I'm not really sure about me yet, but I keep looking up to the artists I love, and that really helps me a lot to develop my artistic level. And yeah, I will say that, like, look up for them, and try to be like them. Not totally like them, like more like an inspiration thing.
Mm-hmm.
And also, little thing, always draw in a gray canvas. Really, it helps you a lot.
For my final question, I wanted to ask you about a little bit about your involvement on the furry fandom. How was your introduction to this community, and how it affects you positively and negatively in your life as of right now and ever since you joined the fandom?
I'm proud to say, like, I've been in the fandom like 7 years ago. Even before I started drawing. It's been like a long path. I will say, at first I didn't know about it. Like, I just liked anthropomorphic animals. They were like really good characters, really charismatic, of course, from Disney and stuff. Yeah. But yeah, I first know about the fandom because of a fursuiter I knew from DeviantArt. It was Wolf Pop TK. Really cute, oh my god. But I didn't know, it was like, I didn't know about Furry, but it was thanks to him that I know about it. And for the time, I will say, like, it's been positive and negative, like, both, but more positive, honestly. Like, it really gave me I want to draw more. It gives me inspiration to draw more characters like this. Yeah, I will say I'm pretty neutral, but overall, I love the fandom.
For the ending section of this video, I wanted to ask you some questions that I asked from people on Twitter. I posted a tweet asking if anyone had anything to ask you. So, our first question comes from Berto Urso. So, he wants to know, tell us a bit about your LCs. Do you have a favorite one?
I will say, like, my favorite will always be Alexi, yeah, that one. That it's like a white, like sort of foxwolf. It has like black eyes, and the person's in the ears. Like he's like my imaginary boyfriend. Like,
okay, but he has another question, and I think his question is, if you could, date any fictional character from TV or a book, which one would you choose and why?
Wow, okay, that's a really hard question because I love like a lot of Crush. Oh my god. Shit. Okay. Oh, I will say the Foxman from Steven Universe. The first thing that comes to my mind. Like he has big face. Like he... Oh my god.
Next question comes from Siktaka. He asks, did you draw before joining the Furry fandom? And if so, what did you draw?
As I said before, like I've been in the fandom and before I started drawing, but I started drawing waifus. Like it hasn't been until 2018 that I started drawing furry characters. Like I think it was 2017. I don't know, but I first draw waifus.
Okay, next question is from Dumb Dog 7. How do you feel about that diamond goat that stalks you?
You mean Will Astral?
I think he means Astral, yeah.
Yeah. It's a really nice bird. I know he wants big Rygel pics. I don't blame him.
Okay, next question comes from Static City AT. And this person asks, how do you balance the time that you spend on all the commissions with your personal life?
Oh, well, that's a really nice question. I don't make things out of the time.
I was hoping you'd give me an answer, but no. An advice. I was hoping for an advice, and you're like, just say.
I'm like a great procrastinator. That's the.
Oh my god!
Please don't follow that. Don't be procrastinator. Okay, just stuff early. That's something.
Next question comes from Barley Ubu. That is his name, and he asks, "Why titty?"
Okay, the world is cold and hard, but the titty is soft and warm. That answers your question.
Okay, next question comes from Bleakswolf, and they ask, has being in the fandom had any major effects on your life, either in real life or online, good or bad?
It's been like a good change for me. Like it opened my mind to new characters and stuff. Like it helps me a lot. It helped me a lot.
Next question comes from Chandler Deer Fox, and he asks, what's your IP address?
In your dreams. It's a joke. I love you.
Next question, it's not really a question, but Zan said Bex.
Yes.
I agree.
Yes.
That's pretty much all the questions from Twitter. I wanted to personally thank you for doing this interview for me. I hope that it was entertaining for the people that are watching, and I wanted to give you a chance to promote yourself.
Thank you so much for giving me the chance to make this interview, like my first one. It's been really entertaining. Well, yeah, you guys can follow me on Rygel. Like, yeah, I think you will have the link.
Yeah, I'll put the links
yeah.
that you need to put in the description. Don't worry.
But I also have Instagram, so you can follow me there too if you want to. It's Rygel.spkb.
Thank you so much for coming and for doing this with me. And have a happy day, everyone. Bye.
Thanks.